Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into it.
As long as the drive axle is in good contact with the road, this device works without any problems. However, if the traction under one of the wheels deteriorates, e.g., when hitting ice or liquid mud, only one of the wheels will rotate. The wheel with a high grip coefficient stops spinning, and the car stops. If the differential is locked, this will not happen. Therefore, a locked differential improves the car's drivability on difficult terrain. The principle of operation of the above-mentioned unit is the same wherever it is installed. The classic automotive differential is based on a planetary gear. The cardan shaft rotates the drive pinion of the axle gearbox. Its rotation is transmitted to the idler gear. And since it is attached to the differential housing, it moves with it. From the housing, the torque is transmitted to the half axles by means of independent gears, called satellites. The rotational speed of the PTO shaft is not equally divided between the axles. However, the sum of the speeds is always constant at any speed ratio. Automatic, forced, activated by the driver. According to the method of locking control, mechanical, electromechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic. Self-locking differential is a mechanism that under certain conditions switches and, turning into a direct gear, begins to divide the rotational speed of the cardan shaft between the half axles equally. Differentials with locking automatic can independently lock depending on the value of one of two parameters, the difference in angular velocity of the half axles. This group includes differentials with disc locking, cam differentials, differentials with viscous coupling and differentials operating according to the Ferguson formula. The torque transmitted to the semi-axles. How to make it is easiest to make a permanent full differential lock. But such a homemade lock is acceptable for cars traveling only off-road. For example, for rally raid cars. To realize the idea, you need to remove the unit equipped with a differential and disassemble it. After that, weld the satellites to the axles. Fixing the gears will allow the mechanism to share the speed of rotation between the axles only in the proportion of 50-50. The friction differential with their own hands is a little more difficult to make than simply fixing the satellites. But such modernization will not only improve the passability of the car in mud and snow, but also will not change the operation of the unit on hard surfaces. One of the variants of such a device can be assembled from two brass or bronze bushings and a spring. Their dimensions will depend on what kind of car transmission you are modernizing. Therefore, the work begins with the removal of the unit and disassembly of the planetary gear. After that, you can take measurements, order the manufacture of bushings and select a spring of suitable dimensions. Of course, installing a factory-made differential lock is easier and the result of such an upgrade is better. However, it requires high costs and practically excludes creativity from the process. The cost of self-blocks for VAZ cars is a little less than 12,000 rubles. But their installation requires only attention and accuracy. At the same time, there is no need for special tools. Which lock is better? The answer to this question depends on what kind of car you have and where you drive it. Therefore, we will say just a few words about the features of different types of locks. Forced manual locking. The advantage is the full activation and deactivation of it at the right time and, as a result, better passability of the vehicle. The disadvantages include the need to turn it on and turn it off in advance. In conclusion, creating a differential lock for your car's drive axle can be a rewarding project that enhances your vehicle's off-road capabilities. By following the steps outlined in this video, you can successfully build a custom lock that improves traction and control in challenging conditions. Remember to take your time, ensure precision in your work, and prioritize safety throughout the process. With the right tools and a bit of patience, you can transform your vehicle into a more versatile machine, ready to tackle any terrain. Thank you for watching, and happy building!